see from stuff.
Oh, I mean, you'll still be surprised. There's a lot in that show, you know, and how they did it was so incredible. John Sweetnam is the writer, creator, producer of it, full screen, you know, like, signed him on to do it because he's done some dance. He's done a few dance films previously, and he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. We had to shoot that thing in 15 days, believe it or not, and it's chock full of drama.
Yes,
Each episode, literally, you could watch all of the season in less than 2 hours, and it's just full, like, and each one leaves you with a cliffhanger that you're just like, all right, you know, like, what's next? The amount that my character goes through is not even what I described here, is not even, you know, like, all of it. Mm-hmm. So there's so much in there.
And I didn't dislike Lucy because I like characters who bring the drama. I do. Yeah. Need those types of characters.
Yeah. I actually love being a part of that, you know? Like, I'm like, all right, well, I'm doing this. All right, well, let's go. Let's see how we could, like, turn this around. I get to be the character that people hate, and hopefully later on love, you know?
Lucy came in from the very beginning. Like, she made quite an entrance, and she was very sexy. And she did the sexy dance on him, and I was like, whoa, where's this going? I was like, she just got here 30 seconds ago.
I know. Oh, my God. And, you know, like, they even cut a lot of that dance.
Did they? Was there more? There was more?
Yeah, no, like, there was this whole, like, face lick thing that I did that was just, I don't know, maybe it was a little bit too much. But it was awesome, you know, like, I'm like, all right, you know, like, Lucy is very sexual. She's, you know, like, I looked at Ethan Patrick Cook's character as prey, and I was a lioness. So that's what I brought to it, and it was so much fun. But it was a very nerve-wracking working on a show where all of these people, choreographers and stuff are from, you know, like America's Best Dance Crew, so you think you can dance, and our work, and, you know, like, even Rachel Diane Wiener did this show on HBO called I'm going blank. Flesh and Bone, which is, you know, about ballerinas in New York City, and, you know, like, so she comes from, you know, like, this extensive ballet background, and all of these people are dancers, and they're like, okay, now you dance, and I'm like, okay,
not prepared.
Is this okay? Does this look right? Yeah, I mean, I know how to dance. I've done it numerous times in the club, everywhere. I'm like, give me some music and I'm on it. But being in front of all of those, you know, like, professional dancers, you're like, all right, you can't think, you just go, you just do, and you see what happens, and they loved it, and it worked, so I was happy.
And actually, thank you for mentioning the dancing too. And even in Making Moves, your character Lucy, she sings. Now, aside from acting, is there any other talents that you have, or any other type of careers that you would want to explore, like dancing or singing or anything else?
You know, definitely. You know, like, I think as an actor, there's you have the potential to play so many different characters. So the more that you learn about life and just these different skills and stuff, and you're able to bring it to your work. I always do my research and try, even when I had to do that, like, surgery and, you know, stab somebody with a needle and suction out blood for Agent X and stuff. Like, I watched those videos. I had to do a seizure in this one movie, The Hive. I watched those videos doing it. Those aren't, you know, like, my day hobbies, but I would definitely like to get more into dance and learning choreography. I have rhythm. I can do my own thing, you know, like out dancing with friends, but actually learning some choreography and creating dance, and also with singing too. I feel I'm not a singer, but I feel like I have a voice. I just haven't found it yet. Mm-hmm. And I've actually I've written, you know, like, some songs and poetry, and I like to do that. Right now, actually, speaking of music, I'm working on producing and creating a music video for my cousin, who is a music artist, who I think is amazing. He just hasn't gotten his music out there, Joey Patron. he has this indie alternative feel to his music, and it all has a message, and I feel is relatable and intelligent, and he's just like super dope, and I feel like people need to hear his sound, and he just hasn't gotten himself out there. So one of his songs, which is actually like helped me in my life going through, you know, like this acting process where you're at auditions, everything is up and down, and it's a roller coaster, you know. Yeah. So listening to his music has really like helped me channel that energy. And so I talked to him, and we just got together, and meeting of the minds created this concept, and now it's on a roll, you know, and we're trying to get backing and funding and connect people. I've even gotten Emma Kenny from Shameless. Oh. I played his music for her, and I had told her about the concept and what we're trying to do with the video, and she was like, can I be a part of it, without me even asking her. That was where I was leading to, but she just was like, can I be a part of this, which was awesome to hear. So yeah, you know, like it's all process, but you know, like, so producing, writing, directing, I want to have my hands in all of that because I want to send a message. I want to be a creator, and I want to put out the work that I want to see, that we need to see. So
you stay working, huh? You are a hard worker, and I definitely respect that a lot. And
thank you.
That you're having all these things that you want to do, but you're actually going for it. You're not just home saying, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, you're actually going out and making it happen. So that's amazing. I do commend you for that.
I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Oh no, you're fine. This episode's about you, girl. Like, go for it.
Well, you know, like the thing about that is that, you know, like with everything, it's a process, and definitely in this business where it is super competitive. You know, in any part of the art industry and performance industry, you're competing with a lot, especially with, you know, like different social media outlets now, and you know, like YouTube and all of that. You know, like there's a lot of people out there who are talented and who are creators, and now it's like limitless because now you do have that platform to create your own work. In that, there's also a lot of other people doing the same thing. So you have to just make sure that you know, like you stay on top of it. So if that's what you want to do, you have to keep that in mind and be consistent in it. And I've been wanting to create for a long time, but I'm like, okay, well, like, let me just get my acting career off the ground first. Let me just keep doing that. But, you know, like, I feel like you can look at my resume and you can see, like, oh, wow, she's been in a lot. And it's, you know, like, she's had success. And I do believe that I have had success. I've been super blessed. And all of the roles that I feel like I have played have served in one way or another a sense of purpose, you know. So, but with that, I haven't fed the beast, you know, like that passion that you have inside of you. I've gotten these roles, but I haven't gotten, you know, like what I feel like is my role. I feel like Sophia is going that way, and I get to tell a lot, but I also want to tell my own stories. So I'm just like, all right, well, you know, sometimes you don't know where to start, but you know, there's no place to start but to start. Right. So just go and start writing things down, doing whatever you think is going to make this happen, and that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, she's giving some good tips for the people who are listening that want to get in and want to do these things. Yeah, take notes, seriously. I'm taking notes, because I'm a writer and I'm trying to make things happen for myself, so I'm taking notes, and that's why I respect what you do so much. So I'm really excited to see some of the new things that you're going to be working on. You know, we've already been watching you. We're going to continue to watch you, and you work so much, but I'm wondering, what do you do in your free time, when you have free time?
If I have free time?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like I have a family, you know, so I'm here for my family. It's part of the reason why I'm doing it, and I'm doing it because I too want to change the world. In what way specifically am I going to do that? Yes, through my art, and that's the way that I'm going to achieve that goal. I don't know in what specific area yet. I'm just like, I know that, you know, like I want everything that I do to have a message, and at least to shed light on different people and their different lives. And, you know, because sometimes we tend to judge other people and their circumstances, and that's what I was kind of saying with Lucy. You know, like, but no, like, look at them. And if I can make somebody understand, somebody who is, you know, the odds are against, then I've done my job. What was your original question?
What do you do in your free time?
Oh, okay. like I said, like I have family, so I just stuff with my family, you know, I try to keep up with them. My mom, you know, like I'm upbeat, you know, like right now my focus is on creating, but I do like to go out with my friends, watch movies, and, you know, like just hang out and talk about life, talk about what's going on with each other and what's going on in this world and this industry, and, you know, connect through that. And that's what's so great about LA, you know, like I think when I first got out here, and, you know, a lot of people have this misconception that it's super plastic. And yes, there is the superficial, there's all that, and the sliminess and all that is out here in LA. But if that's not what you're about, and, you know, like you have a BS meter, then you'll be able to fish it out, and as long, you know, whatever you give out, you get back. I believe in that. You know, like I believe some things happen, you know, like, and it gets crazy, but I believe that if who you are and you're a genuine person, you will attract genuine people to you. It may not happen right away, but it will happen eventually. And now my Hollywood family are these amazing group of people. Some are, you know, like up there and are doing work, and, you know, like have reached fame or whatever you want to call it. And other people are just talented actors with ideas, and, you know, like you can just see, you know, like they're at that point and they're going to do something, or we're going to create something together. So being around all these creative minds, there's so much that we have to say and to talk about.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm filling up my time now. It's like with creativity. But I like to, you know, go out to the beach and go and have fun and go out with my friends and go dance and like.
So you go to the club sometimes.
And binge watch Netflix.
Okay. Oh.
When I get a chance, I'm binge watching a show.
What's the last show you binge watched?
I'm binge watching The Flash right now.
Oh, okay. You know, I started that one. I watched the first episode. It was actually really good. I need to go back and finish it. But
I know, and, you know, like I've like always wanted to play like a superhero, and I mean, oddly enough, like a lot of those films don't, you know, like I usually I usually go out to see more like dramas and like serious things, or like, yeah, mostly drama, you know. But like, you know, like out with my friends, you know, like we go and we watch these like blockbuster films, and they're so exciting and like full of life. And I had an audition recently for a superhero, so good vibes out there, everybody. Pray for me to get this. I really want this. So, you know, like, so I started watching The Flash, and I mean, I'm in love with it right now. I can't stop clicking on it. I need to get away from it. This is part of my problem. I just like can't help but binge watch. So
Flash is good, and he's hot too. So it helps. I
love him.
Yeah.
It's like, he's this cute guy and he's not a jerk. You're like, oh my gosh, you're one in a million.
Exactly. You're cute and not a jerk. That never happens.
It's a rare combination.
Now we're speaking about cute guys and guys being jerks. I have to ask you. Since you worked with worked with a lot of different guys on sets and things like that, would you ever date somebody that you work with?
Yeah. You know, it's so weird, this atmosphere of set, and, you know, the magic, the movie magic. That's why you see a lot of, you know, stars that have worked together end up dating after.
Yeah. Because
there's a sense of trust that you create and that you hold in this other person's hands when you're on there. Because, you know, like, I mean, it's hard to be open and available and vulnerable. and all of these things. And then to do it in front of all these people and on camera where a bunch of other people are going to be watching, seeing, judging, and have their own thoughts and opinions on you and your performance or whatever. You know, like, so